Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here and welcome back to the railway. Today I'm going to be running some trains chosen by you. And by buying a request during one of my live streams, you really are helping to support this channel and you're also helping to make all of the videos on here possible. So I want to start by saying thank you so much for your support. I really and truly could not do this without you. If you'd like to have a request shown on a video or a stream, then you will have to wait until my next series of Sam's Trains Live, but when that comes along then I will give you instructions on how to do it. But today we've got some great ideas, some great consists, some really interesting combinations, so let's get started. I will show you the first lot, and again, thank you so much to everybody who has produced a request for me, because seriously, it does go a long way to help the channel. Okay, let's get started. So the first lot is all set up and ready to go, and the outer line request comes from Simon T and also Mark7188. They both wanted to see the 812 locomotive, so I've set that up, and Simon T wanted to see it pulling teaks, tender first, and Mark7188 wanted to see it hauling coaches, so I've got quite a lot of teaks there. Hopefully I haven't gone overboard, I have a feeling I might have done. Then Sparky129 wanted to see a modern era diesel, so I've chosen the class 37 with a long train of wagons and a pecket on the back. And if I keep going back, you'll see we've got the little Hornby Centenary pecket on the back as requested. And then Williamtown wanted to see a Hull class, so I've got Bachmann's Sketty Hull there, with 6 chocolate and cream Mark 1 coaches, which I have also done. So let's see if the 812 is up to hauling all of those coaches. Again, I think I've overdone it, so if we go quite fast, which is easy to do with that loco, yeah, it might stand a chance. And then we've got the pecket and modern diesel train, which is an interesting contrast, isn't it? And then the Bachmann Hall. Off it goes. Right, let's see how these get on. Well, let's see if the 812's up to it. It's definitely got a good speed to it, so it might be alright. There goes the 37 on the inside line. And wow, didn't think that 812 had it in it, but it does. How many's here? It's got to be 7. Crikey. And this train is consisting of 2 very good locos. The Bachmann 37 is obviously absolutely wonderful, and I'm quite a big fan of the Hornby Peckets as well. 812 racing along. Bachmann Hall. Good looking locos those, but they definitely don't run as well as Hornby's, so I don't run them all that often. Yes. Nice train though, good choice of consist there, William. I do like the chocolate and cream coaches with a Great Western 460. Okay, we'll just wait for the 37 train and then we'll move on. Show you what's coming up next. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, not a loco I run that often, unfortunately. I have to admit I'm more of a steam man, but a good diesel like the Bachmann 37 definitely can still get me excited. Next round then, we have a request from Polar Pendleton, who wanted to see the LNER Scotsman, some teaks with the Claude Hamilton and the B12 helping at the back. So we've got the same 2 LNER locos plus an extra one at the front. So hopefully there will be no issues with that. We'll just have to see. Then Mega Train Lover has requested an interesting Great Western doubleheader between the 94XX pannier tank and the 57XX pannier tank with a mixed train and a brake van. So we've got that, you'll see that shortly. Then William Babcock wanted to see the Tango, my favourite, with the egg vans, some green open wagons and Bullman at the back. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that one goes. Hopefully the train will work at all. That would be nice. Right, let's try the very precarious one, though, the triple locomotive consist. Go on now, take it steady. All right. The 2 Great Western tankers. Okay. And the dreaded Tango, which does still work by the looks of things. All right. Thank you very much, folks. Nice requests there. All right. Tango and egg vans, yeah, seem to be handling things well. Uh-oh, B12 is off. That can't be good. But the 2 tankers are okay. Now let's go and see the unfortunate situation developing then. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Yeah, that's not gone well. It's funny how these things all seem to go wrong at the same time. We've got an issue here as well. I think that'll be a coupling compatibility issue. The brake van probably came off. And in another twist of fate, the brake van was actually involved in propping up the B12, so better stop those. And in the ultimate twist, it is the most unreliable loco and rolling stock that remain running faultlessly. Perfect. Well, there you go, Tango and Eggvans. For the first time in your life, you have won. And apologies to the others who have just had their requests go thermonuclear. Oh dear. Well, let's move on. Thank you nevertheless for the requests, though. I suppose they were entertaining, and that is by and large the idea. So the next request comes from Badly Filmed Productions, who wanted to see one of my Wren LNER engines. Now, the thing about those is I don't actually have those out anymore. I'm very limited on space, and since those are quite precious, I've put them away. So I've put a different N2 on there. That is, of course, a classic Wren loco, but that's a mainline one. So hopefully you don't mind that. With a J72 banking, and I have been able to do that, of course, so no problem. Then Stove Apple wanted to see the Helgen 07, which of course is a fantastic shunting loco with some freight, or any rolling stock, Stove said, so I've put some freight on there. And then Connor O'Kane wanted to see the K2, which unfortunately hasn't been done in 00 gauge, unfortunately. So I've gone with the K1 instead. I hope that's okay. And then Connor wanted to see 3 4-plank wagons, 4 tanks, 2 4-plank wagons, 5 7-plank wagons, and a brake as seen on the Great Central Railway, apparently. So very specific consist there. Hopefully I've been able to get close to what you wanted there. So let's start the N2 train with the J72 banking. Let's start the 07 shunter, not too fast, and let's see if the K1 is up to hauling all of this. Yeah, it seems to be. So thank you very much, folks, for those. Yeah, lovely 07 shunter there. Such a good loco, actually. And the big old goods train, hopefully, is this something like what you would see at the Great Central then? I know they do haul freight trains from time to time. It's quite a good runner, isn't it? The old mainline or Airfix even N2. Oh, look at that, very good runner. Quite noisy, but that's fairly normal for locos of that age. And there's the slightly quicker J72 pushing along at the back. That's not so bad. Yeah, it's such a cool looking loco. Very, very, very detailed. I think possibly one of my most detailed locos, that. Yeah, very impressive. And I do like this one very much. Of course, the crazy made-up requests are very interesting, but I also like the real-life ones too. So it's good to see some attempts at that from time to time. Anyway, let's move on. Moving on then, the next request comes from Harry Chapman, who wanted to see the D16 and the B12 double heading. So great combination, and I have gone with the LNER greens for both of those because Harry wanted teaks, so they match perfectly. So we've got the big train of teaks back on again. Terence Priestley wanted to see the Hornby Class 66. I mean, I'm not going to judge you for that, Terence, if that's what you wanted to see, no problem. With some freight, so I've got the freight train going again. So thank you very much, Terence. And then Sideways 66779 wanted to see Percy with a low flatbed and the Wickham trolley, with the Queen Mary at the back. I'm hoping you didn't want the Wickham trolley coupled in any way, because it doesn't have couplings, of course, so hopefully that is okay. Right, let's get these started then. Hopefully we won't get any derailments from the double header there, but we'll take it a bit steady just in case. And the Hornby 66, off it goes, and also Percy, or steady on Percy, precious cargo. Alright, let's see how these get on. There we go, there goes the double header. Cool, very good request there, Harry, I love it. Thank you very much. And of course, no question as to whether those locos can manage the teaks, because they obviously can. There's the Hornby 66, going at quite a rate of knots today, in fact. Crikey. Yeah, it's in a good mood today, isn't it, that loco? Not bad. And how's old Perce getting on? Yeah, looking good. Seems to be enjoying the responsibility of the Wickham trolley there. Nice work, Percy. and this one is just gorgeous. Of course, the challenge on the last live stream was to come up with the best LNER request. So if you notice that a lot of these are LNER, that probably explains it. Okay, shall we move on? Okay, so strange things are afoot for the next round. Nothing so strange about the first one on the outside line. This one comes from NWRJ&W Studios, who wanted to see one of my favourite LNER engines with LNER teaks. Well, we've had a lot of my favourites, so I've tried to choose something that we haven't seen yet today. So I've gone for the new Bachmann V2, so I think that was a fair choice. Then we have Simeon Jackson's request. This was actually my winner of the most creative LNER request, who wanted to see the A4 hauling a photo of an A4 on A4 paper. So yes, 2 A4s. I've had to fold and manipulate the paper so that I could actually put it on the railway, but that is indeed on a piece of A4. So very clever, Simeon Jackson, I like it. And then TMD R&M, for their dad, wanted to see the Garrett locomotive with as many blood and custard coaches as it can manage. So I've put my entire rake of ex-LNER teaks on, and I'm hoping it will be able to manage all of those. So let's get started. Obviously the A4 printed on A4 is not going to be able to go around the whole layout, so we'll focus on that first before it gets to the computer desk and the bookcase, because then it will all be over. So wait for the other teaks to go, and here we go with the 2 A4s that have definitely never been done before. It's quite the sight to behold, isn't it, that? There we go. Now I'm going to have to go ahead and stop it, I think, before it comes a cropper. Oh. There we go, Simeon. I hope that was satisfactory for you. Back to normal then. Yep. V2 a little bit more normal and running very nicely too. Yeah, nice to see the Garrett again. I think that's been a forgotten loco for a bit, but at last it's made a comeback. Hauling a big rake, yeah, no problems there. Yeah, I do love to see a big train of teaks. It's been a very popular request today, and I don't think we're over. When it comes to the teaks, I still think there's more to come. And even the LMS Garrett has ended up with X teaks, so it's definitely a very, very teaky day today. But you know what? They are among my favourite coaches, so that's no problem. Okay, let's move on. So the next round is all set up now and ready to go. Next up we have Eggy Yeet, who wanted to see an 8F with 5 Orwells. Well, I only have 3, so I've had to put 3 on. Open wagons, 5 teaks, and a brake van. Unfortunately, the loco can't go rear first because this loco doesn't have a front coupling on it. It doesn't have a NEM pocket either, so yeah, it's annoying. Sorry about that, Eggy. But then on the middle line, we have Kim Potter, who wanted to see Bodmin, which is a bullied Pacific locomotive. I don't have Bodmin, but I do have a bullied Pacific, so hopefully that's okay, with a 9F 92212. And I've just put some freight on with that loco. And then on the inside line, I have Malcolm Loud's request. Thank you very much, Malcolm, who wanted the J27, 5 open wagons, 3 vans, 2 tankers, and an LNER brake on the back. So again, lovely, lovely requests. Let's get these going. See about that 8F. Yeah, not too fast. It is a freight loco after all. And then the large BR double headers. Yep. And then the J27. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Very nice, thank you folks. Oh, we've got a bit of a competition going on here. I think the double headers are pulling ahead. Cool. It's a pretty creative consist there on the outside line, I have to say. Let's get that brake van in. There it is. There goes the J27, just disappearing now, with its consist, very precisely recreated. Good loco, that J27, fantastic runner. Very, very good. No problem hauling those either, which is great. And despite all, these two have still stuck together somehow. I don't know how, because it still looks as though the inside line are going a bit faster. And they're on the inside. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the 8F's warming up and upped its game a bit. I don't know. See how they're doing when they come out the other side. J27, probably quite disappointed to be missing out on all the action this time, but can't be helped, never mind. Alright, who's come out on top? I think it might be the double headers this time. That's remarkable, isn't it? It's very hard to do that, to tune two trains to run at the same speed. Yeah, the 8F's definitely going faster though. Cool. Next round I've got everything going in the same direction, just for a bit of a change. On the outside line we have a cool one from Sodor Danderman, who wanted to see the P2 Cock of the North with some Gresley Teaks and a J50 banker. Probably can't see that right now, but there is a J50 at the back. And then, in order to celebrate 100 subscribers to his channel, Harry Chapman wanted to see the USA tank with some wagons. So congratulations again to Harry, and go check his channel out and subscribe if you want to. And then on the inside line we have a Mayo Hosco request, who as always has gone for Mallard. Quite a complex one this, with the Oxford 10-ton van, a gunpowder van, shunter's truck, 10 ocean wagons, 5 egg vans and a Warner brake at the back. So I hope that that is right for you, Mayo Hosco. Now let's see how these get on. I'm a bit nervous about the banking train because I'm not sure if the J50 is quite a bit slower than the P2, but I suppose that should keep tension in the train. The dock tank, the USA tank. There we are, lovely. And then Mallard with the complex train. So fingers got all a bit fast there from Mallard. Got to be careful where the eggs are concerned. Crackle, crackle. So let's see how the P2 and the J50 are getting on together. Nice combination this. You can sort of see it happening, can't you? If, I suppose, the train was a bit longer. Don't think a real P2 would struggle with this number of coaches, at least not on the flat. Seems to be working well. So is the Mallard consist there. There's a look at that. There's a cool combo there. And of course the USA tank as well. Nice loco that. And as you can see, very capable. Lots of freight there. Good old P2. That is the railroad one. Yeah, the railroad, but it still looks good. Still an impressive model. Of course the J50 is a very great model as well. Love that one. There you go, another view of the dock tank for Harry. I hope you like that one, Harry. It's a good choice, I think, that one, because it's got proper couplings on it, so I can haul my British stuff. And a final look at the Mayo Mallard request. I think it's very much safe to say that Mallard is Mayo's favourite engine. Alright, thank you very much for those then, folks. Let's move on to the next lot. Okay, the next round is all ready to go. So the next one comes from Sodor Danderman again, who this time wanted to see Mallard with some Linear Teaks with another A4 at the back, HST style. So it's a good old classic HST request. Glad to have one of those in this video. Then John Cunningham wanted to see a Triang red dock shunter, and very pleased to see a Triang loco in this video again. Yeah, absolutely love the dock shunters, with 4 or 5 different vans and wagons and a brake van on the end. So if I just turn around, yep, you can see we've got a brake van on the end as well. And then this is another Triang request. The Mini Train Lover wanted to see the Triang Dean single with all of the egg vans. So I have gone with a slightly more modern Dean single because that is the better runner, but I have been able to put the egg vans on for you. So we'll see how that goes, the Mini Train Lover. Thank you all for your requests. Not sure if these two A4s are going to play ball. Hopefully they do. Okay. And the dock shunter. Let's see how that goes. Nice run of that. There we go. And the Dean single. Off that goes. Alright, nice work, folks. Let's take a look at these. See if I can get my nice bright headlight in shot there for the dock shunter. Yes. That one's woken up, hasn't it? Sped up. There she goes. Not even stopping on points today. That's impressive. And the HST style A4s. That's a lap they've done now without coming off. That's impressive too. And the Dean single also hauling egg vans with no problems. I do love the HST style. I mean, that's really become a thing, hasn't it? And I don't expect this happened in real life. Usually a banking loco would face forwards, right? So maybe that is something that models have brought to the world. And the Dean again. Very nice. Alright, well, that's been good. Thank you very much for those. Very creative, as always. Let's move on then and do the next round. Just wait for Mallard to go. There we go, 2 Mallards. And here we are on the last round then. Just 2 requests left. One for good old Kelly Ashford Trains. Thank you very much, Kelly. You wanted to see the LMS Ginty, 2 open wagons, a gunpowder, an egg van, and an LNER guards van. So thank you, Kelly. I hope you enjoy seeing that. Hopefully our gunpowder vans will not explode during this request. And then Billy P wanted to see a Dapol Terrier. Well, my sort of new one is dead. I need to take some time to fix it, unfortunately. So I've gone with the older design of Terrier. An N-Class, the Railgun. So some Dapol rolling stock and also my fastest engine. So I've got a Hornby pocket rocket on the back there. I do have the feeling that Billy is trying to cause a crash with this one, but we'll have to wait and see whether that is what eventually happens. So here we go. Kelly's request. Whoa, steady. It's quite quick, wasn't it? I'm not used to that Ginty going so fast. And then the troublesome train there. Yeah, the N-Class also being known for its derailing tender. Right, we might as well just watch this one for now because I feel like the derailment is inevitable, and I think I've just heard Kelly's come off as well. So we'll check in with that shortly. Because if I take the camera off this, it will probably derail when I'm not watching. But it's going to be out of sight shortly anyway. Okay, so let's take a break and look at Kelly's. So, no surprise, it is the Dapol rolling stock there that has come off and caused the problem, as it always does. Other train seems okay. Let's put these back on then. Oh. Spoke too soon. So, with that, I will say thank you very much for watching. It's actually gone fairly well, hasn't it, until that last round. We just, the requestees got me at long last, as I suppose they should do. Yes, that's right and proper. But it did not end very well, did it? But thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody who has submitted a request. It's very much appreciated. And I will see you very, very soon with some more videos. All right, folks, you take care. See you on the next one. Cheers, everybody.